Okay guys, welcome back man to DJPABLOTV. I'm your host Paul, aka DJ Pablo. I've been here guys, nodding off and just kind of like drifting away in my thoughts, you know what I'm saying guys. And I was just thinking ahead, man. I'm a huge fan of hip hop. I really love this culture guys. I'm Jamaican born, but I really do love this music, and people can testify, even the people who know me from back home, how much I love this music. And I'm telling you right here, I've been thinking in my thoughts, what will happen in 30 years? I'm 53 years old. The generation that came in the 80s and the 90s, we are not going to make it to 100 years old. Only maybe a handful of us are going to be lucky enough to see that. What happens when all of us are gone? See what I'm saying, guys? I don't think you guys have noticed that hip-hop is actually going in reverse now. They started in the 70s with some simple bars, that I'm saying, guys, Grandmaster Caz, everybody, they were spitting, but not like what it became in the 90s. So I'm saying they started in the 70s, then in the 80s we started seeing records and rhymes were getting better. Run DMC came in, rock came a lot, the God MC came in. So I'm saying, guys, in the 80s, and then in the 90s things exploded with Pac and Big and Nas and Hove. So I'm saying, guys, and then once we got to the 2000s, if you guys are a true hip-hop head and a true fan and you have been paying attention, what happened when we got to 2000s? So I'm saying, guys, the music made a turn. The skill level was going downhill as we started moving into this trap generation, guys. The quality of hip-hop was changing. The level of skill started going downhill for the next 10 years. So between 2000 and 2010, things changed. It wasn't getting better than what the 90s did. The rappers in the 2000s did not top off what the guys in the 90s did. So I'm saying, guys, stuff will start going downhill. So by the time we got to 2010, it completely changed again, where it's all mumble rhyming now. Only a few of them are making sense. A lot of them you can't understand. The rhymes are not organized. The beats are not that great. And it went even further downhill. You see what I'm saying, guys? Now, every 10 years, hip-hop has changed. I don't know if you guys are paying attention. I'm an OG. I'm 53 years old. I've seen every generation of it, and I can tell you from watching and comparing, I saw it move from late 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, then from 2010 to 2020 it went down again. So I'm saying, guys, and now 2022 it is still going down. It is not going up. Now, considering the fact that technology is going to get better, what happens in the future? Are we going to see computers making random beats with AI technology by itself? Will we make a computer that can generate a beat without anyone even doing anything, guys? Just make a random beat by itself with random sounds, and then the rapper don't even have to write bars anymore. They could probably make some software that could generate random words and make some bars for them, and all they have to do is decide it and post it online, and then anyone could be a rapper. You don't have to even learn how to rhyme anymore or know how to write bars. So what I'm saying, guys, because the technology will get better as we get more advanced with our tech. What will it do to the culture of hip-hop? You see what I'm saying? How are we going to preserve the 80s, the 90s, that boom bap era, so that these kids that are going to be the new gatekeepers of hip-hop, how are we going to get them to appreciate and to preserve this? Because this is going to be the manuscript that's going to keep them going. Because remember, it peaked at the 90s. So this is what they're going to need to go back up. They need to be studying what came before them that was better than them. And if these kids start to isolate themselves from this, then they keep going down. Eventually, hip-hop is going to be completely dead. That's what I'm saying. In 50 years, the new kids might say, you know what? To hell with this hip-hop shit. I didn't like it anyway. It's crappy. Let's make something new. Because if it's always going down, after a while, the next generation might get fed up and make something completely new by saying, you know what, this shit sucks. We're going to reinvent the wheel and make our own kind of music. So it's something that's frightening, guys. I was here, I was dozing off, and I was like drifting ahead in the future just to have an idea. What would the future be like if things continue on this path, guys? And I am worried for what might happen. So what I'm telling you right now, for all the OGs, I'm glad that the OGs are going back in the studio. A lot of OGs are putting up music. A bunch of albums are coming on. So I'm saying, I heard a song with Grandmaster Kaz. So I'm saying, guys, a collab song. Cool G Rap is going to be dropping an album. Static is dropping an album. De La Soul is coming with new music, guys. A lot of OGs are coming back. So I'm saying, and a lot of the rappers from the 90s really need to get to the studio. If you haven't and you're alive and you have access to a studio and you're still involved in music, go in the studio and get some music done, because it is important that we get this generation here to appreciate what's here, because they're going to need it if they intend to survive and to keep the hip-hop culture alive. So I'm saying, guys, because when we are gone, it is over if they give up. So I'm saying, so we gotta preserve the music. We gotta be more visible. All the OGs, you need to be online. If you don't have a social media account, you cannot be going around saying you're an old school OG and you don't know to use Instagram, you don't know to do TikTok. We need to be visible everywhere. So I'm saying, guys, get our phones, learn the tech, post our videos. Not just the old stuff, but we're going to be writing new stuff. We still got drum machines. We still know how to make beats. All the OG producers, I want you guys to be back on your feet, dropping some shit. So I'm saying, guys, and everyone should be back in the studio making stuff, because it is important that what we do at this moment is going to determine the survival of the culture that we all love in the future. You see what I'm saying, guys? And as I said, if we think that hip-hop cannot die, we are fooling ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Because if the culture is not progressing, because remember, the music is going downhill now, and if it goes all the way down, it could die when it rock bottom. So I'm saying it could be completely eliminated, and the next generation does reinvent the wheel and make something completely different for themselves. And as technology progresses, they might not even need to write bars anymore or make beats. They could have AI tech doing all of that for them. All they do is enjoy it. So I'm saying, guys, so it is some scary thoughts in my head here, guys, and I hope none of this thing come to pass. But I'm watching the trend as an OG, and I can tell you I've seen it go down and down and down. So I'm saying, guys, so I want you guys to give me some feedback down in the comment section, guys. Tell me what you think is going to happen, and do we need to start getting more active as OGs on the internet, bringing the boom bap music back on the scene, make it more visible, make it more audible for everyone to hear, guys. Try to do collabs with the next generation. One of the things we need to do as well as OGs, we need to reach out to these new kids and try to do more collabs with them so they can appreciate what we do, and so that we can actually learn a little bit from them as well about being modern and how to keep the tech to help us progress in this culture. So I'm saying, guys, they can teach us about the tech, and we can teach them about writing real bars and making dope beats. So I'm saying, and we can learn from each other, and then if both of us merge together, us with the ideas and them with the tech ideas, we can make hip-hop into something even beautiful for the future, guys. But if we don't, and we leave it all to them with a complete divide, they are going to go right into the ground with it, guys, and eventually this culture is going to be dead. So I'm saying, guys, so I want you guys to flood my comment section and leave me some feedback. Tell me what you think, guys. And with that said, I'm just going to wrap it up, man. So what I'm saying, before I go, by the way, if you are brand new, I always have to say this to you guys. If this is your first time at DJ Pablo TV, make sure you hit the subscribe button before you go. So what I'm saying, guys, I always say this every night. No drive-bys allowed. If you come here, you watch my content, don't just leave and say, oh, I can watch them tomorrow. I don't have to subscribe. I'm asking you, hit the subscribe button so that we can keep this going, because what I say here is important as well. So what I'm saying, guys, so I want you to subscribe, support your OGs, subscribe, my DJ's turn the notification bell on, and subscribe if you're brand new. My regular subscribers, you guys are my investors. So what I'm saying, you keep this channel going. And with that said, we're going to wrap it up the usual way by saying peace and salute from West Palm Beach, and I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys on my next video. All right, peace.